What's up guys, I hope you're all having a great day. It is bright and early in Melbourne and I'm about to head down to Lamborghini to check out the brand new Huracan STO. This is the fastest Huracan that Lamborghini has ever produced. It is purpose built for the track. This thing is an absolute monster. I'm super excited to see it, so let's go check it out. Also, if you guys like these car videos, make sure you hit that thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, it really helps me out, and yeah, let's go check it out.
You better off running with the bulls and running with that bull. Knock it out the park while I'm sitting in the bullpen. I'm too ahead of my time, you couldn't bet on my line. Can't do it better than mine. I pin the rhythm and die for every nickel and dime. Think that I'm sick in the mind,
This is the fastest Huracan that Lamborghini has ever produced. It produces 640 horsepower out of a naturally aspirated V10 engine, 5.2 liter V10 engine. This car is 70% carbon fiber, so it's light and it's all about downforce. It produces 400 kilograms of downforce, and as you can see, it has this shark fin at the back, which actually helps with stability around the corners. This is how the interior looks. Something as a vlogger that I found very cool is it has a camera built inside of it. There's another one there, and the car actually connects to an app. So when you take this out on the race course, it will actually record your lap. Not only will it put a video onto your phone, but it will show you all of the stats so that you can improve your lap next time you get in the car. I feel like I'm talking really funny because I've got a whole bunch of motor journalists just watching me make this video, and I've got one take to do it. So if I get anything wrong, or if I sound like I'm a little bit nervous, that is why I'm being watched, not only by you guys, but by everybody around here. I'm gonna go and socialize a little bit. I was just leaving Lamborghini and I saw next door they had the McLaren Elva prototype sitting in their showroom. This is in Australia for 4 days. This car, when it's released, there's only going to be 150 of them, and they're going to go for a measly $4 to $5 million. This thing goes from 0 to 200 in 6.8. And how crazy is this? It has no windscreen, and this is going to be street legal. And I don't know if it's a coincidence or what, but can you guys see the color combination? Exactly the same as the Lamborghini next door.
hot throat, it's beat like it ain't nothing. Concrete shoes, dance in the ocean. Drinking tea with an educated baddie with an ass like a mama's and a brain like a daddy's, and she ride like a natty.
So I just came back to my old house to see my S2000 one last time. Now I know after seeing some of the cars you guys have seen today, this may not exactly look like all that much. But once upon a time, this was my supercar. This was my dream car. This is the best car that I have ever owned. To be completely honest, it's the car that I thought I would have forever, but unfortunately I am having to let it go. And today I'm gonna have one last drive, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little bit emotional about letting this car go, because this car isn't just a material thing. This car is what essentially turned me into a car guy through the experiences that I had with this car, through the hard work that I put into this car, the memories that have come along with this car. I purchased it about 12 years ago, and throughout those years I've put so much work into it. I've supercharged it. I've just done so much work on it with my dad. The bonding experiences alone that I've had with my dad are absolutely priceless, as well as all of the people that I've met through car communities, going out, driving this car, racing this car. And you know what, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit more about this car and my experiences with this car, but first I want to go have a drive. So about 12 years ago, I first purchased this car. It was my dream car, and I didn't want to go into debt purchasing one. So for about 3 years, I saved every penny I could while selling suits and doing odd jobs for my dad on building sites. And I saved up about $20,000 in cash. At this point in time, these cars were going for about 25, 30 and upwards. So I still didn't quite have enough money for my dream car, but I would hit up literally every single one that went up for sale on car sales and put in an offer of whatever I had at that point in time. Pretty much everybody I would message would either be insulted, laugh, or just not respond at all. And I was on the car sales app at least 2-3 times a day, refreshing it, just looking for that bargain, looking for that one S2K that I could actually afford. Then one day this silver 2000 model went up for sale for, I think it was $23,000. And it had been on car sales for literally 2 hours. I contacted the guy and I said, look, I got $20,000 cash. Sell it to me and I'll be there in a couple of days, because it was in Sydney. And the guy was like, all right, cool, done deal, let's do it. And at this point in time, I was petrified of flying. I used to have this crazy fear of flying. You guys have seen me travel so much that probably sounds a little bit crazy, but I never used to fly anywhere. So me and my dad caught a train up to Sydney and went and picked up this car, and it was immaculate. It was in great condition. To be completely honest, it seemed too good to be true. I got home and I kept feeling like, is someone gonna come and repossess my car? Is there something dodgy going on? It just doesn't seem to make sense that I managed to get my dream car so cheap. But no, it was legit. And my dad and I, we had a great road trip home. I didn't know how to drive manual before getting this car, so I learned how to drive manual on that road trip home. It was a kind of funny road trip because the first time we went to the petrol station, we could not figure out how to open the fuel cap. And I was at the petrol pump for probably about 15 minutes having a little bit of a panic attack, just trying to figure out how to open the petrol lever. And then this guy was laughing at me, and then he walked over. He said, don't worry, the same thing happened to me when I first bought mine. And then he showed me there is this secret little lever down here that you have to pull in order to open the fuel cap. It's like a safety thing, so if somebody steals your car, they're less likely to know how to fill it up with petrol. So that was interesting. And yeah, over the years, my dad and I have just done so much work on it. I supercharged it, got it to about 260 kilowatts at the wheels, which, to be honest, is way too much power for this car without getting bigger wheels on it. The wheels did not hold traction, and tracking this car, it was just so ridiculously twitchy that it was kind of fun, but kind of hard to get a good lap time out of it. So if I ever do buy another one of these, which I really hope I do in the future, I think I'll actually keep it just completely NA. I'll probably do a few minor mods to the engine, but I definitely won't go as extreme with it again. Another thing that I just absolutely loved about this car was the car community that came along with it. I would meet so many car enthusiasts through all the stuff that I was doing to this car, through all the cruises that I was going on, friends that I'm still friends with to this day, guys who were just really passionate about cars. This car, it kept me out of trouble as well. Like, it was an absolute money pit. I spent more money on this car than I would really like to admit, but while all my friends were going out spending their money on partying and all sorts of other, you know, less responsible stuff, I was spending my time thinking about what can I do to my car next. I mean, realistically, I should have invested in stocks or real estate, something that would help set me up for the future with all the money that I was spending on this car. But honestly, I don't regret it. I had so many great experiences in this car. The engine on this car was absolutely bulletproof considering the amount of power that I had running through a stock head. This thing was an absolute monster. Now, I don't know if this is the type of content you guys enjoy hearing about, but I just wanted to share the story of this car because this car has just, it's meant so much to me over the years. It's opened so many doors for me. It's just, I've just had so many amazing experiences in it, and I'm grateful that I was able to even own this car for the last 12 or so years. And you know, one day I'll definitely get another one because I absolutely love the Honda S2000s. They're a classic, and they're literally becoming a classic. They're just going up and up in price. And if you guys like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, then I'm gonna just go and continue driving this for the rest of the day. See you guys.